Sup guys, hello. Nice to see you guys again. Since you guys enjoyed our last unboxing video so much, we're back at it again. I'm ordering a bunch of new stuff for the DJI Action 6 camera I just got, and we got this in the mail. That's from the brand NEEWER, and it's this fancy tripod where I can mount the camera on this, but then also have my phone kind of like mounted in front of it, so I can have like just a bigger screen. So that's what we're gonna do today. How are you guys doing today? Yes, this is what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, I'm glad you guys loved the last unboxing video so much, even though I completely botched it. I'm so bad at these unboxing videos, but I don't want to waste your time. We're gonna get right into this. I saw this from a video I watched, and I thought it was so cool that I just had to get it. More plastic all over my desk here. Ooh, we got the bubble wrap. Oh shoot, stuff's falling out. See guys, I'm like, here, hold on one second. So we got it. Give me 1 second here. Some stuff did drop. I'm like, I'm not a graceful unboxer by any means, but I don't know what this is. This was in the thumbnail as well. See? And also, were you using the DJI Action 6 today as today's webcam? And it came with like a standard like action camera mount. And what else was in here? Hello? Oh, those are just the papers. Alright guys, here we go. But yeah guys, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this so much last time. That meant so much to me, but here we go guys, check this out. Man. Yeah, so this company, NEEWER, does a really good job with their products. Heard really good things. And it's got a ball swivel head on top of it. And it's really smooth. I gotta give them props for that. Let me see if I can tighten this down at all. Here, just screw that on. But see? So I can put the Action 6 right here. But the cool thing is, here, I'm going to show you the cool thing. Let me see if I can get this up. Here's the cool part. I can mount my phone right in front of the action camera, so I can use my phone as a bigger display. And I thought this was so cool when I saw this. Okay. But see, here. I need to tighten that part down. But see, so the action camera is going to go here. And the phone's going to go here. And then I can use my phone to kind of see where I'm going to be trying to film stuff. See that? That's so cool, right? I know, right? And then we got these bendable tripod legs too. I think these can bend out. See? So we got these bendable tripod legs here. That's cool. I don't know how I feel about those because I've never been a big fan of the bendy tripod legs, and I've used a lot of them. I've just never been a big fan of them. Okay, so that's how we tighten this part down. But yeah, I will say I'm pretty impressed. And here, maybe we can just put our phone in here so I can just show you guys this. Let's see if I can get this to fit. Hold on. I'm gonna cancel that. So I do wish these parts came up a bit more. So, but here, let me try to get the phone bit in there. I'm so ungraceful. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. That's the thing I don't like about these bits is that they do hold your phone really well in place. They're just kind of a pain. I prefer the ones that either will kind of come open when you put your phone inside the device. So let me see. And also that needs to stay open. There we go. But see, so the phone is gonna go here, and then the action camera is gonna go here. And then there you go, guys. I will say that this does feel pretty good. I'm not a fan of the bendy legs though. I know that's cool. I might find some things to try to mount this thing to. But I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? I'm gonna use this weekend on my upcoming car show trip shoot I'm gonna be doing. And then let's see if I can even open these up and put it like right here. Actually, that might not be a good idea. Let's try to mount it here for now and see how those legs do. See, this is why I've never been a fan of the whole bendy, foldy legs bit. I think that would have been much better if they were just solid standalone legs. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I see some people tuning in, and we got our mounting bracket here, so we can put this onto the front part of here, and then I can put the Action 6 camera on here, and then use my phone as a larger display. So that's the whole setup there. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna collect a ton of these things. And it's got like a quarter 20 on the bottom. And so this thing, I don't know what this is. Do you guys know what this thing looks like? I have no clue. It might be a harness. Something that you can mount to your arm. What is this? Guys, I have no idea what this is. I think what this is a kind of like it's like a GPS tracker thing, maybe? I mean, there's a button. Like, I'm thinking this is kind of like a air tag. I'm thinking that's what this is, but I'm not 100% sure. That part I will have to read the instructions for, and then of course we got our lovely armbands and we got our wrist straps. These are always nice to have. So the only thing is these are such a pain to tie on to things, and I'm trying to find where you tie this onto. Is it around the grip handle? I have no clue. I do wish that these legs weren't bendy though. That's the one thing I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm not vibing with the bendy legs. These do not do such a good job trying to hold stuff up when you put it into a normal tripod position. But I can see this being good for like trying to film stuff like that. And then I put the action camera in front of here, and then I use the phone as a larger screen or a display. So I got this for, I think about $20 on Amazon. I don't know, but yeah, this is it right here. It's by the company NEEWER. They actually produce a lot of good pretty high quality camera products nowadays. This and also the company Telesin does a good job. So, yeah. And I will speak a bit more about the Action 6 camera. I've been enjoying it a lot, guys. It's been good. I'm pretty happy with how the camera looks, how it sounds. It's been good, and I'm using it today to film this. Um, in using it as a webcam for today's live stream. But yeah, I don't know what this is. This looks kind of like a AirTag type of thing, guys. But maybe it will remotely turn on the camera on your phone. Okay, yeah. This is a remote shutter. So I'm guessing you can link this device to your phone as if you were just strictly using this for your phone. And then you can press this button here and then it'll automatically turn on your camera app on your phone. But that's not what we're going to use this for. We are going to be using this for the DJI Action 6 camera. So that's what we're going to be doing. Unfortunately, I can't mount it onto the device today because I'm using it as a webcam. And so I was thinking, should I use the phone as a webcam or should I just use the Action 6 as a webcam today? But yeah, pretty high quality build quality here. And like I said, you just take this off and then you can just fold these up like so. And then you can just fold that down. And then you can just mount your phone here or just mount the action camera here. That will work too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to see. I do like how this feels. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the bendy legs. That's the only part I'm like, oh, that's going to be a pain. But who knows? I might be surprised. I might, not saying I would mount this to someone's car at the car show this weekend. Because it's like very strictly like to look, don't touch type thing. But technically, you could try to mount this to somebody's car. I don't recommend it, but you could. And also, we got a new MH baton, so we can teach all those nasty trolls a lesson not to mess with me. I'm just kidding, because the DJI Action 6 came with this really premium action grip handle I got yesterday, and we were making a bunch of jokes about how it was like a really big decent baton. So we got another one, so any of the trolls who come in here, we can teach them on, we can tell them to go away. So, but yeah, I'm just kidding. I will say that the ball head on this is pretty smooth, and I do like this knob here. So this knob will adjust the pan, and this will adjust how smoothly this part bends. And then obviously you can use this screw thing to screw your camera on. This knob here, I think this is for the rotation part here. Yeah, this is for the rotating part on it. So there you go. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think. I'm pretty pleased with this. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the bendy legs. Like, I remember I got one of these with the bendy legs a long time ago when I was still like a teenager. Let me see if I can mount it right here. That's a bit off camera. I need a proper shelf or something where I can put this here. Here. I need more desk space. All right, so I don't know. Maybe I might find a use for this remote shutter button. I don't know. Who knows? And then we'll try to use this arm strap. I don't know if I will use it though. I mean, it's okay. It's not the highest quality, guys, but you know, you get what you pay for. So there you go. You can attach this to here somewhere. And then there you go. So, but that's the one thing I don't know where you attach this on. Normally they have like a small loophole. Guys, do you see where this thing goes? Let me know. Do you know where that arm strap goes on here? Here, maybe if I bend this part up. That one has me truly stumped, guys. But yeah, like, it feels good. It's definitely not as premium as the one that the Action 6 came with, but it's still like pretty good quality. I'm not gonna lie. And here, let me check how much the price was, just so I can be 100% certain about that for you guys. Let me just double check. I'm gonna be doing more of these unboxing, these live unboxing videos. I had a lot of fun doing this yesterday, talking to you guys. So let me check. Let me go to my Discord because I posted the Amazon link on Discord. Hold on. I'm just gonna go to the live stream and go to the link there. But yeah. Let me see. And it's good because then I can test the link on here for you guys too. Okay, so the price is $23.79, guys. That was for this model, and they have a bunch of different models, like different ones you can buy for cheaper, but they're not going to be the same exact style. They're going to be like different types of tripods and mounts and stuff like that. But yeah, the one we got here today is $23.79. And yeah, so I saw someone posting a video about this like 2 nights ago. I thought it was such a nifty idea to kind of just have the Action 6 mounted here, and then you can like put your phone here, and then you can like use your phone as a larger display. I don't know. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, yeah, the only part, and I know I keep saying this, the only part I'm not a fan of would be the bendy legs. These things, I've just never been able to have a tripod stay still when they have these like spider bendy legs. Like, yeah, I know it's a cool idea. I think on paper, these are a really cool idea, but with my personal experience using these in practice, like, let's just say that I put this here. And then I try to put this right here. I mean, they do got some grip to them, but see what I mean? It's very hard to get it kind of stable. But I would say the bottom of the feet, though, do grip the table pretty well. So they got some good feet at the bottom, so I will give them that. And I've had cheaper bendy tripods like this before, and this is definitely a higher quality one. But see what I mean? It's kind of hard to like get it absolutely perfect, and then you gotta like make sure it'll stay there. But yeah, I've just never been a big fan of these. Hey man, nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. We are reviewing this today. This is a pretty cool product that I found. That I was watching a video of someone else talking about this. So what this does is I can put the Action 6 camera here, and then I can just mount my phone here. And here, hold on. I just took the damn thing out. Oh god. But yeah, so quintessentially, you put the action camera here, and then you can mount your phone here, and then use your phone as a larger display when you are using the action camera. That's quintessentially what this thing is. The build quality is really good. It definitely has a nice ball head here, so you can pan, and then you can tilt it and turn it good. And I noticed it's even got a thing here. I don't know if you can see that. Here, I'm gonna try to show that the best I can. It's a thing where you can check if it's balanced properly right here. See that? Yeah, I'm trying to point that right out there. So right there. But yeah, this is a really cool device. I'm gonna use this for my car show thing that I'm gonna be going to this weekend. The only thing, not saying that this is hard to do because it's not, but here. But when I do try to put that up, see, that always pulls out. So there we go. But yeah, there you go. Yes. That's pretty much the point, is that you have to use the DJI Mimo app. And then you would put the camera here. And then you can use your phone as a larger display. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Hey, Iowa, nice to see you, buddy. We're doing more gear reviews live. I just got the new DJI Action 6 camera that I'm using right now as we speak as a webcam. And then you can put that here and then use your phone as a larger display while you're out trying to film stuff. So let me get to these comments here. Yes, Iowa. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone say hi to my good friend Iowa. He does a lot of cool audio stuff. Definitely go check out his channel. How does it feel with the Action 6 in your phone attached? That is a good question. You're from Florida? Cool, cool, cool. I love Florida. And so I'm hoping to go down there again soon. I actually have my aunt and uncle are from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Very nice. So back to your question here. I'm glad that you do like it. I'm gonna be filming a lot more live events and stuff, and I got the DJI Action 6 because it's durable, and I've been using the DJI Pocket 3 that my friend let me borrow for the last week or so. I love that camera, but it was just too delicate, so I decided to get this so I don't have to be as concerned. So, but yeah, to answer your question before, how does it feel with the action cam and the phone attached? That is the magic question. And I felt bad because I'm like, do I use my phone as a webcam or do I use the Action 6 today as a webcam? But the one thing I will say though is I'm not a big fan of these bendy tripod feet, guys. I've used these a lot before. That for me, like when you try to mount it, I mean they do a good job, but and I would say the bottoms of the feet here do have a pretty decent texture, so they do hold on. But when you try to like put it down somewhere, not saying it does a bad job, but I'm always afraid like the legs are gonna part. So I'm not a big fan of those. But I see why on paper they're a good idea. These just aren't my favorite type of tripod legs. But to answer your question, how does it feel with the action camera on this with the phone? I haven't tried that yet because I'm right now using this camera as a webcam. So, but yeah, the link for this is in the description. I just checked the price. I think it was like 20 something dollars. Where did my phone go? Oh, here. I'm like, where did my phone go? That is obviously on here. Let me pull that up for you guys. All right. See, I'm such a goofy goober. See, guys, I'll do that with my own glasses sometimes. Like, I kid you not, there have been times when I'm trying to find them and yet they are still on my face. Um, so yeah, Bill Capture says I grew up right next door to Merritt Island. That's cool. Alice says, you look happy. I'm glad you're doing what you love, me. Yes, I am too, man. And I'm really excited about this new camera, man. I was out filming a bunch of test shots last night. And I even sparked up a really awesome conversation with somebody at my local gas station. They were I think the owner of it. They saw me filming out there and we started talking. Very nice. But yeah, so the price of this bad boy is gonna be $23.79 on Amazon. Here you go, guys. And I got the link in the description for you. And they have different ones that do different things too. But this one is purposely designed for the action cameras. Here. So yeah. There you go. And so I guess I need to say this because I think this is important. I'm not sponsored. I'm just that I don't think I will be sponsored on this channel. So this is just something I bought because I saw another YouTuber and he was talking about this and I thought it was such a cool idea. Because I will say the one thing though, and it's not a big problem, is that when you're trying to film on the Action 6 camera, not like it's hard, but the screen's a little bit small. I've definitely adjusted to it. It's not hard for me. I can still see when I'm filming perfectly. I think it's even larger than the screen on the Pocket 3. But when you connect the DJI Mimo app with your phone, and then you got the action camera here, and then you got the phone here. I think this is just gonna be much better to film with. And yeah, I'm just gonna be totally pumped to try this out. I'm doing a car show this weekend. I'm gonna be going up to DC with my friend, and we're gonna be doing like a big car show out there, and we're gonna be filming a bunch of really cool cars. So that's what I've been doing lately. I did have a commercial lined up today, but then and it was for a sports shop, like a sports just like nostalgia stuff that you can buy and stuff like for different sports teams and stuff. And my friend, he's a not saying he's a co-owner, but he works there. And then the owner today canceled last night because he wasn't feeling well, which is fine. I've been so busy, guys. Been just going around and just going to these events and been trying to film stuff every single day. So when he canceled on me, was totally fine. I'm like, yes, I can get a day just to kind of recharge and yeah. And yes, that is also Iowa there. Yes, not a big fan of the bendy legs as well. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm not a big fan of these. Like, I see on paper and how in someone's mind that these are a good idea. Like, I can see that. And so I will give this thing props though. Is that the bottoms are good though. Like just that these will stay planted where you put it. And I'm not too concerned about the weight of the camera bogging this thing down. But just in general, I've just never been a fan of those bendy tripod legs. I do remember one time my mom bought me one of those when I was like, I think I was like 14 or 15. and like the idea was cool. Like you can mount this on like poles and trees and stuff, but just to hold your camera upright was kind of not the best. So it kind of defeated the whole purpose. When is the barbecue? That is a very good question, Iowa. Um, I'm so booked right now with so much stuff, man. I just got a music video done, Iowa. If you didn't see it, I'll send you the link on Discord. I just got done with a really cool music video shoot. I just got done and I just posted that. He's a good friend of mine, and we've known each other since we were like both in film school. And so I Bill Capture says I'm not a big fan either, but definitely better than the old gorilla type of legs. Yeah. I I I do agree with that. Oh, I found the place to put the arm strap, guys. I've been trying to find the place where to put the arm strap that came with this thing, and I couldn't find it, and I just found it. It's like right here. I'm trying to like bend it so you can see the hole. It's like right here. I don't know how well you can see that right there. So it's like right there. Um, and then you can put the arm strap through there, and you can have it like just on your hand while you're filming. I might do that. The arm strap is pretty cheap, but it's better than not having one, I guess. And I'm a pretty clumsy guy, so I might try to attach that later. But oh, and so this is the one that that I was completely thrown for a loop about. I didn't know what in the world this thing was. So this is a remote. So like you can turn on your camera on your phone to like take a photo or to start a video. That's what this thing is. And you pair that with Bluetooth on your phone. I'm not going to be using this. Probably not. I mean, if I'm just going to put my phone in here and film, maybe. Or I don't know. But I think it's still nice that they put this in here just in case I know a lot of street photographers who use their phones, so like I can see if you're doing something with that, or if you're doing like a long exposure, then yeah, this would be good. I'm glad they at least put this in there. That's a nice add-on, and then of course they give you the standard mounts for these action cameras, and then you just put this here. So I guess I'll do this here. Oh, by the way, guys, just as a quick update, here, I will do this once I get the camera probably on there first. Here, hold on. But, but yeah, so then you put the quarter 20 thing on here, and then you can mount the action camera that way. But for those of you wondering after yesterday's unboxing live stream, was it hard to get the same type of attachment onto the baton? Because we had a joke yesterday, since I bought the enhanced combo. Here, I got the box for that down here. Hold on. You know what? Since I sell a lot of my gear too, guys, I always keep all my boxes as pristine. But yeah, I got the enhanced combo, which came with 2 batteries, a portable kind of charger battery bank, even though it doesn't charge them without, you need to like plug it in to charge it, but they'll be inside that case. And then I got the 2 mounts to mount it to the stick, and that was pretty much it. But the only thing that kind of I didn't like, I paid like $500 for this, guys, and they only gave me 2 batteries. I think they should have put a 3rd battery, because the battery charger thing that comes with this has 3 battery slots. They only put 2. I think the adventure combo comes with a 3rd, but I bought an extra battery last night. That didn't come with this, but that's the only one part I was like, yeah, you probably should have put one more battery inside there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the new action cam. I can already tell after I was using it yesterday, like I just instantly knew I'm going to be using this so much. I'm going to be using this to go live, talking to you guys. I'm going to be going out to car shows and trying to film stuff there. I'm going to be using this for different music video shoots. And this can also film 8K, which is really cool. So, a lot of people were complaining about the camera getting hot and stuff like that when you're filming 8K. I didn't have any problems filming 8K yesterday. But I will say that I need to test it out again tonight, or tomorrow, because not saying the camera would like turn off, but I think it was because I didn't. So when I first got the camera, there was a timer for how long the screen will turn on. So like the camera will keep recording, but the screen will turn off, which I thought was kind of dumb. So I changed that so it will never turn off. But when I was recording those 8K clips, it would kind of like turn off the screen part. For tiny bits of time, and then I would like need to tap the screen. But I haven't had that problem since I changed that, so we will see. If that is going to keep happening, I don't know. That kind of defeats the whole purpose, which I guess that's better, that I'm going to be using my phone anyway with the DJI Mimo app. So then even if even if the screen does turn off on the device, I can still see what I'm doing using this. So, I just thought of that right now. So who knows? But yeah, I did look at the 8K versus the 4K. I thought it looked good. And then also, that's the problem with a lot of small electronics. Yeah. And you know what I think happened, and I think a lot of people think that DJI did this, is they built the Action 6 to film 8K, then they got cold feet because they were worried it would like start to like shut off on people too much or the camera would get too hot, and then they didn't roll this out with 8K. But then I think around the holiday season, that's when they decided to tack it back onto the camera, um, in a new firmware update. And then I don't know. I haven't heard like the camera doing like anything bad while you're trying to record 8K. I was bummed though, because the one thing I was bummed about was that for doing the live streams, I was really hoping that this camera could do 8K as a webcam. So then if I want to like have people come on my podcast, and normally what will happen is that Restream will like kind of like crop in on me and the person I'm talking to. And I was like, you know, so far doing it with a 4K camera will look good, but if I have an 8K camera and then it'll decide to like zoom in more, that would be great, but I can't do that. But it will. Why? So right here, I'm just noticing. I thought this was in 4K, and it's only in 1080p. I don't know why. I'm gonna check that out later after the stream. How was the SD card capacity with the 8K versus the 4K? You know, I was trying to test that out last night. I didn't get around to checking the file sizes. I will do that today. Here, maybe I can do that now. Let me pull this up on my computer. Did I put the files on this computer yet? No, I think I only put them onto my hard drive and it's not connected to this computer, I think. But I will say there's one thing about the Action 6 that I'm gonna try that I'm really happy they did, and I think DJI needs to do this more, is that you can wirelessly sync all your media to then upload to the cloud. And for me, I always have backups of all the things I film for different events. And then you can just send it into the cloud onto like a Google Drive. They have different cloud stuff that you can connect it to. The one thing that concerns me though about that is it's like a automatic thing. And I'm kind of like, because I would prefer to do it manually. So like I think how it is once you connect it to the Google Drive, it will just automatically sync everything you film on there automatically. But I would like to have an option to where after I'm done coming home from a long day of trying to film something, I don't want it to try to connect to the cloud while I'm out there trying to film. So like you know what I mean? So I would prefer that it gives you a manual option. So then once I get home, then I can choose what files I would like to upload to the cloud. But I think that's a great feature. They just tacked this on like a month or two ago with a new firmware update. I think that's great. More cameras need to do that. Because I have like 2 terabytes of hard drive space on my Google Drive, and I use that as a backup all the time. Um, and so I was says here, make sure you buy a quality SD card. Yes, which I did. I bought a SanDisk Ultra. I was gonna buy the Extreme, but my budget said no. So and they had like a promo deal going on the SanDisk Ultra version. So that's like I think I think the extreme version's the fastest, then comes the ultra. So, and I need to test that out too because I'm still recording all my media onto the 50 gigabytes of internal storage that comes with this camera, by the way, guys, in case you didn't know the DJI Action 6 comes with with blah 50 gigabytes of internal storage that so that's good. And then the new Pocket 4 that just came out, they launched that, and then that has like 120 gigs of internal storage. Some people don't understand that using a cheap card can cause problems. Yes, yes. And, I didn't want to say this to my friend Matt, the one that let me borrow his DJI Pocket 3 for like the last 2 weeks or so. He bought a cheaper card and it did fine. It was like some off-brand uh just micro SD card. And like it did fine. I always go with SanDisk. I've always used that company, that brand. Never have had problems. I know there are different other brands that are reliable cards out there that you can get. I would stay away from different third-party brands that that you haven't even heard of or aren't as commonplace. But SanDisk, and I know that the Sony cards do good and the Samsung cards do good. I know the Lexar cards do good, but anything other than that, I would just be careful. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Iowa. That's a very good point. Um, but yeah, and then another cool thing I like about this is if you don't want to attach your phone here, you can just put that back into the handle. So yeah, I think it's a good multifunctional tripod tool. Like I said, not a big fan of the bendy legs, but the bottoms on the feet are good. So I might be pretty surprised when I'm out there trying to film with this. And that part just fell off, but that's fine. That's so basically that was just the part just to mount the camera onto it. Not saying that the tripod, saying that anything bad happened to the tripod. So, but yeah, we will see. I think the bendy legs will do good. I just from what I can tell, they seem like they will do good. So, but yeah, do you guys have any more questions about the DJI Action 6 or about the Pocket 3 or about the tripod that we got here today before I end today's stream? By the way, iBuy Capture, thank you again for coming into my stream yesterday and also sharing about your son who also has CP. That honestly made my day, dude. So once again, thank you for subscribing to the channel. That meant so much to me. And for Iowa, definitely go check out the new music video I just shot. I just dropped that yesterday on the channel. Been doing very well. So, all right, cool. Nope. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Okay, I think that about does it, guys. Yeah, guys, I'm glad you enjoy these unboxing stuff. I'm glad I can do them live and talk to you guys. This is the NEEWER Mini Flexible Tripod, and you can connect your phone to it here and then put your action camera device here. I'm gonna keep doing more of these when I do buy new gear, but I'm not sponsored, so these will all completely come out of pocket by me. But yeah, guys, thanks again. You guys are wonderful. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.